Hey everyone, Luxinda Swirl here. Time for another paint pour. Woo! I have some new paints, and these are ready-to-pour paints. So we don't have to do any mixing, we just have to pour them. Let's see what we've got. We have, these are all DecoArt Fluid Art Ready-to-Pour acrylic paints. Vivid pouring acrylics. This one is fuchsia. This one is bright yellow. This one is mint green. And we have pink, because, you know, Easter. And we have navy blue, which I guess is just navy. And we have bright violet. Now these were the ones I chose to get. There are lots of others, but I didn't go beyond this 6. And we are going to use all 6 of these today. I'm just gonna go for it. We have a relatively small canvas. This is an 8x10, which means if you do the calculations preferred by Mixed Media Girl, I've started using her formula instead of the Smart Arts calculator because I think Mixed Media Girl's calculations come closer to what I need for tilting, especially if I'm pouring over something. So her formula, and I'll put it in the description below, is the area of the canvas divided by 16. This is an 8x10, so that would be 80 square inches divided by 16 is 5 ounces, which is the size of this cup. This is a 5 fluid ounce cup, so we are just going to fill this up. Now, to make it a little more interesting, I have this old, I guess it's supposed to be a vase from the Dollar Tree. I used it for a candle holder for a while, which is the wax you see, the wax you may see, is actually drips on the inside. I've totally cleaned the outside, so we're good to go. I'm going to have it sitting on top of a cup so it's a little bit off the canvas. I'll make it a tiny bit easier to pick up and put aside before we start tilting. Alrighty, so let's get to it. Actually, you know what? I'll move this for a moment so you can see my layering. Okay, here we go. Let us start with, well, you know what? Let us start with a lighter color. Let us start with the mint green. These bottles are about $5 each, and they are 8 fluid ounces. So it's not cheap paint. DecoArt was having a sale, so I took advantage of it. But again, you don't have to buy any pouring medium to go with, so you save a little money there. You don't have to mix these in cups or anything else, so you save a little money there. Bright violet. And we're just going to cycle through these 6 colors. No white this time. I decided not to get any white. A little bit more and we should be good to go. And with this one. Okay, let's get the bottles out of the way. Isn't that a pretty cup? It really is. Alright. Move that aside for a sec. Put my candle holder back in there. And I will commence pouring. Here we go. it sit for a minute and do some dripping. This is a real thick paint compared to, say, the Artist Loft Ready Mix. So it's going to take it a little longer to make its way down the candle holder. And in fact, I might need to tip a little off. I really don't want to do that just yet because it's going to make a mess of everything. I have some paint left over from a pour yesterday. I think I'll use that around the corners just to help things flow. It's pink also, so it, matches the color scheme here. It shouldn't interfere with our paint. Oops. I'm trying not to block all the camera angles here. I just want to help things along. Ooh, Nelly. Knocking everything over. That's something I'm good at. And for a lefty, I'm not good at doing some things left-handed. This would be one of them. All right. That's pretty good. I'm going to try and, first I'll move this out of the way. I'm going to try and very carefully when I did it in practice, it worked great, but that was before I had a whole bunch of paint on the canvas. Move the candle holder off the canvas without knocking it over. Because it's going to keep flowing. If I bump the bottom rim, it shouldn't make a difference. Come on. And put that over there. And now we tilt. I certainly do like this paint. I was reading in some of the reviews online from people who had purchased it that they ended up mixing it with pouring mediums because they thought it was too thick. Honestly, I think this is beautiful. It's holding the lines perfectly. Let's just get rid of that pink corner there. It's not really part of anything. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? I'm surprised the navy took over as much as it did, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised because black does that too, and navy's another dark color. So, shouldn't be surprised, but the coverage is gorgeous. Ah, that's so pretty. Look at the lines. Oh, it's gorgeous. All right, wipe my hands off again. Actually, you know what? We'll wait a few minutes to see what it does, if anything. And then we'll go in for a close-up. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Hey everyone, we're back to do our close-up. Doesn't look like too much has been moving around. Let's go in for a closer look. Here is the lower right corner. Look at those lines, holy smokes. Up the right side, upper right corner, and across the top. Just beautiful definition. Upper left corner, down the left side. Look at, oh, I just love how this turned out. Wow. And then the whole thing. Beautiful. Now let's take a peek at our candle holder. Here is the candle holder. Very pretty. It's much different from the pour I did over the purple vase, because that paint was not as thick, anywhere near as thick, and it therefore didn't hold the lines or the definition of the pour. Back, wow, look at that. The very back. Even the top is interesting. All right, folks, we'll be back tomorrow for the dried look. And this time I'm going to try very hard not to put my fingers in it. Hey everyone, we're back. It's the next day. Our painting has dried. And I must say, I'm so thrilled with how this turned out. I like this new DecoArt Ready-to-Pour paint. This is great. Not only did it keep all its definition, it dried with a really nice gloss, which I'm not sure you can see. I will try and provide a decent angle to show you. It is really hard to show you that. There we go. There's a little bit up in the corner there. You can see it is nice and glossy. Not that it still wouldn't need some varnish to protect it, but it looks beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I know I say that a lot, but I'm really, really excited about how this turned out. And we also have our candle holder. There we go. That looks pretty too. I'm going to turn it right side up. All right, I went to turn it over and I set it down and the bottom was not dry. It's very thick there because it has a bit of a dip. So that got messed up. I think these sides turned out really, really lovely. And there's the other side. I know my lighting, once again, my lighting just is not, I've got so many lights in here and it still isn't really great. Very pretty. There we go. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to see more, please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy.